And we're on. Sorry guys, I'm just in a bit of at 6 and 7s. My family is getting ready, packing the van, and we're going on a quick mini break with the family. Actually, couldn't have come at the worst time for me because I'm in the middle of trying to get my life coach certification, and these are Saturday morning after hours classes and so on. But it is actually an accreditation, so wish me luck with it. But allow me to now digress and move to the next chapter. I am just going to vent. Able-bodied people, please don't be mean to the Uber drivers that drop us off at our various locations and so on and so on. Um, they are actually, if you are severely disabled as I am, even though I can drive, sometimes you do need the extra body to get your wheelchair in and out of the car. So you might as well press the button for Uber. I've discussed Uber before. Uber gives us the freedom to say, I'm in a Honda, look out for me. I'm in the silver Honda. I've never been to this place before. It gives us the freedom to say I'm in control. So when they drop us off and you see us paying and you see us making the arrangement for the next pickup, because you can do that, press the button once and negotiate with the driver to remain with you for that period of time or come back and pick you up again. Please don't give negative remarks to the Uber driver because we need him more than he would ever know. That person is acting as a temporary extension of us. The rule of thumb is when you are a quad and you want a carer, you can have a carer. But if you want a driver, you're going to pay more. And some of us are quite comfortable in paying more. It is how we receive and control that assistance that makes the difference between us being free with the helper and between us being parented by the helper. No one wants to be parented at 33. I'm comfortable with family driving my cars for me and assisting me in behind the wheel and whatever, but I'm not really comfortable with my. And we're back again. Just needed to do a quick pause there. Had a quick malfunction. You will hear that, unfortunately, and I'm sorry, guys, but these things happen. Like I was saying, I might not necessarily be comfortable with my mother assisting me at social and at work events anymore because it can be seen as a bit emasculating. And believe me, I feel slightly emasculated. And this is just me venting. There's no structure. I'm sorry if the people feel a bit offended or whatever, but I'm just venting. So, please don't be mean to the Uber drivers. It's not their fault that the pricing is so high. In the States and in the UK, Uber is significantly cheaper because the distance that might be traveled is in a city and significantly shorter. But because our guys and we live in the suburbs, we live significantly away from our various CBDs. Cape Town CBD is 30 k's away from me, and my morning classes are 27 point something k's away from me. So give the guy a break. I don't mind getting somebody to buy. I don't mind paying because it's a service I never had before. I have the freedom of saying, give me 20 minutes, I'll be there. I have the freedom of choosing the type of car that I want. So give the guys a break. A big shout out to those that have been supporting my channel, giving me feedback, and encouraging me to go back into studies. Special one goes out to 330D guy out in cyberspace. Thank you. I will be back burning rubber, but let me first take care of some admin. Thank you for your friendship. Thank you for your support. Guys, now, about 330D. He and I move in almost exactly the same way. Key difference between him and me is he can use his feet. He can use his feet and I can't. So he can walk to his car and leave his wheelchair in his car. But I can't do that. I'll be stuck. But it is not that we refuse your assistance, and he certainly doesn't. But sometimes it's easier to watch us do our movements slower and get in and out of our cars than allowing you to help us in and out of the cars. You might think you're doing something good, but you might position the wheelchair wrong. You might put us wrongly in the seat, and then we're sitting uncomfortable for the next 5 to 10 minutes, depending on where we're driving to. Um, just because we're moving slow does not mean that we are tired. Just because it takes us longer to put the keys in the ignition doesn't mean that we're struggling. In the whole 330D's case, he is right hand dominant. His stop button is on the left, so he's got to position himself and then put his hand across and in and through the steering wheel to push that start stop button. But from a person that doesn't know what they're looking at, they often think, "Shoo, he's been working here for a long time, he must be tired." It's not. We have to choreograph our movements in order to get the car started and into reverse. Ask first, we will explain, we are open. But don't make an assumption. He's safe, I am safe. Ask for help and then wait for the instructions, and don't get offended if we speak in short, sharp tones. Because often it is when I need to use the bathroom, people hurry me into a handicap stall and think I'm still fine. But I'm not fine in a handicap stall. I prefer a normal stall. More balance points. Um, yeah. Also, getting support to use a normal urinal, that's perfectly okay. But hold us up straight as your spine would be ramrod straight. You can't cradle us against the body. But that can only be instructed. There's no ways I can make a video like that for you guys. I've been thinking of many ways on how to do it, but that's about it. Have a good weekend. I know I certainly will. Drive safe, those of you who are driving on the long run. Big shout out to 330D. Thanks again, buddy, and drive safe. Love you all.